She begins standing on the mat, takes a deep breath, and starts with controlled bodyweight squats. She lowers into a deep squat, drives through her feet, and rises strongly. She repeats the movement continuously, keeping a steady rhythm as her breathing becomes heavier. She continues with slow deep repetitions, then increases the pace, finishing with several difficult squat pulses before standing and recovering for a moment. She moves onto the mat for glute bridges. Lying on her back with her knees bent and feet firmly planted, she drives her hips upward, squeezes at the top, and lowers slowly. She repeats the movement with controlled intensity, then holds the top position and performs short pulses. Her breathing becomes heavier as she completes the final repetitions before lowering her hips to the mat. She stands and begins alternating reverse lunges. One foot steps backward as she lowers deeply, then she pushes through the front foot and returns to standing. She immediately switches sides and continues without stopping. Her movements remain controlled as fatigue builds. She completes several deep repetitions on each leg, then finishes with a final series of alternating lunges. She drops onto all fours for donkey kicks. Keeping her core stable, she lifts one bent leg upward, squeezes at the top, and lowers it without resting. She repeats the movement steadily, then holds the leg elevated and performs controlled pulses. Her breathing becomes heavier and her movements slow naturally. She finishes the set, switches sides, and repeats the same demanding sequence. Next, she performs fire hydrants from the same position. She lifts one bent knee outward, lowers it slowly, and repeats. Each repetition is controlled and deliberate. She continues until her glutes begin to fatigue, then performs several short pulses at the top before returning to full repetitions. She switches sides and completes the same intense sequence. She transitions into push-ups. Starting in a strong plank position, she lowers her chest toward the mat and pushes herself back up. She continues with strict repetitions, maintaining a straight body line. As the set becomes harder, she slows the movement and briefly pauses near the bottom before pressing upward. She completes the final difficult repetition and lowers to her knees. After a short recovery, she returns to a high plank for mountain climbers. She drives one knee toward her chest, quickly switches legs, and continues alternating. Her pace gradually increases as the workout becomes more intense. She maintains control while breathing heavily, pushing through the final rapid repetitions before slowing down. She finishes with plank hip dips. From a forearm plank, she rotates her hips toward one side, returns to center, and moves to the opposite side. She continues alternating with controlled movement, keeping her shoulders stable. As fatigue increases, each repetition becomes slower and more challenging. She completes the final hip dips, holds the plank for a few seconds, then lowers her knees to the mat and takes deep breaths.